Hey, it's your girl, Miss Trina, with Chat with Trina, and I want to thank you for making the choice to click in today. Now, every year for my birthday month, which it is my birthday month, it's August. I'm Virgo. But anyway, every year for my birthday month, I have a Flip the Script episode where I invite a special guest host to put me, Miss Trina, in the hot seat. This year I have Miss Brittani Alix of The Makings of B as my guest host. So check out Chat with Trina, hosted by The Makings of B, featuring me.
Hello, everyone. This is Brittani Alix of The Makings of B, and today we are flipping the script. I am Trina's first host for her birthday month. I am one of her favorite people, and that makes me very happy, but it also makes me a little nervous. So I am really excited that you asked me to do this today. I'm hoping that we're going to have fun. I know we are, but and thank you so much for having me.
I brag about you all the time, so you were the first person that came to my mind.
Awesome. Thank you so much. For those who don't know, because I'll be sharing this on my social media platforms, and I want people to know who you are. Who are you, and what do you do? What type of organizations do you run, etc.?
Okay, so I am Trina Renee Williamson Lowery. So, all the names.
Right.
But I do so many things. My passion is community service, promotion. So I have my first baby was So You Want to Dance. And it was a promotion company organization to where I used to, and I still do to a certain extent, promote swing out, two-step, all the dance events in Houston. We have what we call a dance community, which encompasses all of the dances here in Houston. And so I had a website where people would go to my website, find out where to go, what to do. And then some years, I left that for a little bit to take some time off, mental, we always talk about getting our mental health together. I had to take a break and do that. And during that time, I started falling in love with Zydeco. So I became So You Want a Zydeco. And as I did that little bit, started doing cruises. So all of it has to do with promotion. Live music became a passion of mine through a guy named, his name was John Rochelle. He introduced me to live music. And as a matter of fact, he's in a nursing home now. He had a stroke many years ago. And I'm actually going to see him Friday at the nursing home.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. Before I said, oh my God, COVID is about to take over the world again. So I need to go see him.
Exactly.
So I called today to make sure I can go in. Long story short, so I took on that passion of live music. So I'm always looking for live musicians. And when I see someone that's like so phenomenal, I think they're just great. I just want everybody to know, like, I want everybody to know about them. Prime example, Dominic Hammonds and The City. Like, I fell out when I saw them both. And I just made sure I told people about them, spread them around. And, I'm not saying it's, I'm the reason that they're blowing up, but they have just blown up and taken off. And I'm just so proud of them and what they're doing with their world. But anyway, so that's all that I did at first. Now I've slowed down a little and I'm doing Chat with Trina, which is we're here today.
Yes.
I wanted to interview different people because I love biographies, autobiographies. I just like to know what makes people tick. Why did they do this? When did you start? What made you? And I thought about Chat with Trina. Of course, I would go out to places and interview the people at different places, but then COVID came. So I had to regroup like we all had to do, and I had to start doing it virtual, which I really like. I don't have to leave my house.
It's the reason why and it's a reason that people can't deny it because you're virtual. What would be the reason you can't make it in the interview?
Exactly. And it helps me, like people who are Marion Meadows is a jazz musician who's in Hawaii.
Exactly. You can instead of just Houston. So that definitely helps with your chat show. Mm-hmm. For all of your organizations and your businesses, what do you see yourself doing like in the next few months? What is your like short-term goals for each of your businesses? Like, do you mind sharing that?
No, that's great. So this is a scary thing for me, I'll be honest with you, because of the numbers going up. I was about to start back giving live events again because that was something that I love to do. I love giving events, period.
Right.
I started doing taking some tips from you and start doing vendor events. And then there's this music vendor event I want to do, and then I also start giving the shows. But right now, I've had to put that on hold again. And I'm trying not to see it in a negative way. I'm trying to see it that I'll be more prepared. I have more time to think about it and put things in place. But that's what's in the future is the live events, the two vendor things I want to do. And the big thing that I am going to do, again, really soon is taking Chat with Trina to a different level to where I'm going to like go, I don't know, if I'm going to Scott Gardner's, I'm going to go to Scott Gardner's, but hey, I'm at Scott Gardner's. This is what it's like. Show people what it's like. Hey, today I am at, I don't know, Chicago Bar and Grill, and show them what it's like. So I'm going to go different places and influence, if you will, people to go to like we talked about at lunch the other day.
So, okay, so COVID is coming up. Well, it's not coming up, it's going up. Have you ever thought about having like virtual events or something of that nature? Something virtual? Like, I don't want you to put your dreams on hold because of COVID, because it looks like COVID ain't going nowhere. So for me, I know I had to think of things to do virtually if it comes to me having to cancel my plans. So is that something you would consider doing?
I'll be honest, I tried it. I did. And
wow.
It was not successful. I tried a few things that were virtual that were just not successful. And I'm just at the point sometimes that I'll try it several times to see if it's going to work. But at the end of the day, Brittany, you have to have people who are going to support. And we talk about this all the time.
Okay, well, I was actually going to bring that up because that's what we're leading up to. So I used to be big on, if you don't support me, I'm not going to support you, which I still believe. But where I'm at now, it's like I'm going to keep promoting myself, and I know that somebody is going to see me. So I know we were talking about that last week, and I just want to know what your feelings are about support from family, friends. What's your concerns? What do you think you wish you can change about support, and how do you feel about it just in all?
When we had lunch the other day, you said something that was an aha moment for me. I shouldn't say aha moment. I'm older than Brittany, but Brittany gives very good advice. We share advice with each other, to be honest with you. Some people think that older people can't be friends with younger, but I learn as much from her as she probably learns from me. And it's super, super, so we have a great business relationship, and I love that. So what I'll say is, you said something at lunch the other day. You said we've got to continue to be positive. When we get on Facebook and we fuss about, oh, I ain't gonna support this person, I ain't gonna do this. I took that to note, and I'm trying to do more positive things. A lot of my affirmations or my quotes I post in the morning, they may always talk about people not supporting you and all that. But I said, you know what? I'm going to start flipping that script. I'm not saying I'm perfect and I'm never going to post something like that. But from our conversation, I thought you were right, that I need to start speaking different things into existence, being more positive, and deal with the people who are supporting me.
That's right.
My issue, when you ask me how I feel about it, I think it's crappy. I can't think of another word right now. I'm sure I have a better adjective for that, but right now I'm going to use crappy.
Yeah.
Because I don't support people or promote people for them to promote me. Not at all. I saw somebody, I don't even know these people, but they have a restaurant, some young Black girls. Oh my God, that looks cool. Share. Oh, she don't share. Oh, share. It don't cost me 5 cents. Don't cost me nothing. But I want to see people win. I want to see everybody win. But it is hurtful. It is frustrating when you don't have people to do the same for you.
It is. I learned it through going through it. And it was very hurtful, because I was like, my friends supposed to be at every event. They supposed to be at every birthday party. They supposed to be at this, and that. Now, I'm that way with people, but I realize people are not me. And I have this friendship. I mean, I've had this relationship with some of my friends, and I realize now that what I need to start doing is celebrating the people that are there. Because when you're worried about the people that's not there, you put energy into the negative of the people that are not there. So it's like,
and they know, and that makes them happy. That is bothering you.
Exactly. So what I've done, and I know I've told you this already, but I'm gonna just share it again. Mm-hmm. I haven't stopped worrying about those people that don't show up, but I don't give them the attention. I should celebrate the people that show up to whatever I have. And most of the time it's people that I'm connecting with that I don't know. And actually that's what you want. You want to connect with people you don't know, because they can tell somebody that they don't know, and they can tell somebody that they don't know. You want the word spread. I just feel like friends and family, we expect them to support us, but they really shouldn't be our target audience, because we want to reach more than family and friends.
Absolutely. My mama always told me, there's two things that my mama tells me all the time. And one of them was, you can't expect others to do what you would do.
That's right.
One, and two, I'm doing real good, but you know how I usually interrupt people. I'm learning how to write stuff down so I can remember what I got to say. And she also told me to, those who are meant to be there will be there.
Yes, that's right. You may have people who don't support you, but you also realize, okay, yeah, these people may not support me, but they might have some personal issues going on. And then you might have those people that really just don't want to support you, and you see like that's a different type of
haterism.
There you go. So that's totally different. And trust me, I've kind of been I'm 31 and I'm still learning, but I'm very confident with my circle of friends now. I feel like right now, the people that I call my close friends, if they can't make it, they're going to do something. Right. They're going to support in some type of way. But they're not going to be just complete haters and just don't share or just turn the other way. So I want to be clear on that. Support comes in all different forms. Now, we shouldn't expect our family or friends to support, but we also got to keep our eyes open for people who.
And then I've had to learn that you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
You totally expect your family and friends to support you.
Absolutely.
Because, I mean, and it's up to them. I mean, and it may not all be haterism. May not like what you do, you know, but it's just the point that you would expect.
Yeah. You might have a product. You might have a product that they want to buy. Like if I was selling virgin hair or eyelashes or makeup, not everybody likes to get makeup and not everybody likes virgin hair, but that doesn't mean I can't still support you. I can tell somebody about you.
Exactly.
Now, to the point of me being your friend or your family and I'm just not saying anything, that's totally different.
That's totally
but
different.
I don't have to buy from you to support you. I can say, oh, my cousin, because with all my friends, they all got something different. So my sells hair, I'll be like, oh, my cousin sells hair, go buy hair from her. My friend Cecilia, who's an author, photographer, I'm like, oh, does all that, you go to her. I might not purchase those items from them. I try to, but the point is that we really shouldn't expect our family friends to support us, but if they do, it comes in different forms, just period. And if you're not doing nothing, you a hater. I'm sorry.
I know, and then you'll see these posts that come on and say, "Don't be saying people hate on you." But I mean, what is it then if you just won't even share? You're my friend, which I don't have a lot. I really don't have a lot of those, unfortunately. And you know, it used to be my motto: I don't do women because I don't. Anybody, my friend Rock, he'll tell people, Trina, so she don't do women. I don't. I am just now embracing some new things in what Wendy say in new life. I'm beginning to embrace women, but just like I met you, I have a few women who are people like you, I guess, and a few people who I can deal with who are professional and don't have that issue. We don't have to talk every single day.
Exactly.
You know, me and you pick up where we left off. If we ain't seen each other in a year, we pick up right where we left off. You know, but my thing is, support. Yes, it comes in so many different ways. I just want people to. I go look at my analytics for YouTube, and I have people really are watching, but they don't subscribe.
Yeah.
They want to be nosy and see what you're doing.
Have you heard of Reels on Instagram? It's like
the TikTok. To start learning how to do that.
So on the Reels, I will not get any. I'm telling you, I don't get likes on my Reels, but I know that people watch it and it brings engagement to your page. So that's why.
Okay. So that's what I'm learning. Jasmine even mentioned that she won't get the like, let's just say on her page, but her reels get the likes though. She gets
Exactly.
yeah. So
I get views, and then people are like, "Oh, what is this?" And so you when I was telling you about influencing, you never watching you. So when you're posting, I won't say it's negative, but when you're posting about who doesn't support you, that can turn your possible target audience away.
Gotcha.
So
well, I did take that definitely into consideration because I actually was on talking about mask wearing and vaccines last night, and I said, I said, wait a minute, let me say it in the right way because I want to say it positive. I mean, it's hard to be positive because y'all got us going back in the house, but you know, I'm able to twist it now to say, because my daughter brought up to me the other day, okay, let me tell y'all what I'm over here doing. I look like I'm concentrating. So I have my cupcake Moscato that I love, and I couldn't get it open.
oh my God.
So anyway, but support is hard. I am happy with what I do though. I love chat with Trina. If I don't get but one viewer, I am still gonna keep doing what I do because the one thing I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna let nobody stop me from what I love to do. Now that I'm not gonna do. So you want to dance? I still have it to be. I don't have the passion like I had before with it. It's a free service to so many people. But it's been a year since I've updated the website, so my passion is not there like it was. But I'm gonna get it updated and do some tweaking to it. But I'm not gonna just stop what I'm doing unless it's, let's just say, bedroom candy. I'm giving up bedroom candy. That was not my thing. Now I believe in the products, most definitely. That's why I thought I would be good at selling it. But you got to get people to have the parties. When you ask me, did I do anything virtual? I had 3 parties. You came to one of them. And I had one of them, I had one person show up. Another one, I had a girl and her daughter show up. So I could never get the virtual. So then when we were able to have parties, no one offered. You know how many I gave out at your event? Not one person called to do the party. So I decided, this just made, and it's okay to realize, okay, that's not my thing. The lady that brought me in, I'll just order from her. But I did try it. And so I'm letting that go because that's something in a whole year and a half, I didn't get one party. So
to be quite honest, that it was kind of, I would say if COVID wasn't here, I think you would have been more successful. I think with you need to create or write all of the things you want to do and figure out a way to centralize it. Because I don't think bedroom candy, I mean, it was cool, but I don't think it was your lane. I don't think it aligned with what you were doing. So sometimes things don't work out because it's not for us. So I honestly think that may have been a part of it, and maybe you can focus on some other things. So we know who you are, but what is something that the world doesn't know that you truly want to do that you haven't told anyone? What is your ultimate dream or goal?
That I haven't told anyone though?
Well, I mean, that you haven't announced to the world. I'm sure you.
So I used to want to run a club. I used to want a club. All these years, everybody knows I wanted a club. But in the back of my head, so I gave up the club thing for various reasons. But I do still have the idea of having the bar/restaurant. I won't say much about it.
Okay.
It is something that again, after talking to you and my daughter, it's something that I know now is not impossible for me to do.
That's right.
Out of everything I've ever done in my life, Brittani, or thought about doing, this is something that I know that I could do. This is something that I know would be really successful and would make me money. It would probably be the best thing. It's what I want to do. I think that's all I'll say on that. So that's the big thing that I want to do, and I know I can do it, and I know that probably will be the most successful thing that I'll have done in my lifetime.
So with me digging into what's going on behind the scenes behind that, can you name one reason what would stop you from accomplishing this?
Money. Brittani, throughout my life that everybody knew I wanted to run a club. And so men especially, and I hate to say that, but they will take that, and because they have it or they have the means to get that, they will tell you, I'm gonna get you a club. I'm gonna put you in position for a club. I'm going to do this. And I believed it. I was naive enough to believe that. And that's the one advice. That's the one biggest thing I learned, that ain't nobody giving you jack. Okay.
That's right.
And if you go in managing a club, it still won't be as successful as what you want to be, because you can't do what you want to do to make it successful, because it's not yours.
Exactly.
And so they can pull it from under your feet if you do something they don't like. They take it from you.
So that should be, I know you always tell me it's money, Trina, but I feel like money should not be the reason. I'm just being honest. I think for me, I'm going to be very honest. I think for me, after talking to you and knowing you, I think a little bit of it is fear. Like fear
at first, but now that you brought up how I can get money, and my daughters have told me same thing about how to get money. So that's where I'm at now, gonna be working on that.
That's right, as you should. So I know
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You were helping. I know you were helping at the Red Rooster, and that gave you a lot of. Prior to that, you've been doing this for as probably as old as I am. How did working with Tito, and how did losing him affect you? I know that's very tough, but I'm sorry to ask, but I never asked you.
His 1 year anniversary of his death just passed. Him and my grandmother, they died right behind one each other. I don't think many people realized how it affected me, because I don't think many people knew how close we were. When the biggest regret from that is that we were not on speaking terms when he passed. I had thought, that's why I tell people life is really too short to be tripping, because we got into it all the time. We always have these little fits because we didn't at first, but as I got older and started being a grown up, as I say, he always wanted to treat me like a little girl. So when I started arguing back, we kind of had a little falling out, but I knew that it was going to come back. I knew that we were going to be back friends. I knew it was going to be some time we'll be right. And that day didn't come because he passed before we had that opportunity. And I will regret that for the rest of my life. But Tito taught me so much. Tito and I talked every day. Me, Tito, and Sabina, his wife, because she was always with him. And we talked every day, if not every day, every other day. Mondays, he's telling me what needs to be posted. You got to pump it up. Make sure you say that we the biggest, best happy hour on the South Side in Houston. Yeah, in Houston, so he would be all excited. But I learned so much from him. He taught me about being, when I left the pocket in a very negative way, that hurt. That club was supposed to be mine. I started from scratch with him, and me and the guy worked side by side. And I was promised to be trained. I was promised that he would not let me fail. Promised everything. And then because I didn't do exactly what he said, he pulled the rug from up under me. We end up being friends later, so we're cool now. But that was tumultuous. So the day that I walked away the night I was sent away from the pocket, I went over to the Red Rooster, and because I left the Red Rooster to go work there to be this manager.
How long ago was that?
Girl, I don't even know now. Was 6 years? I don't even know. But
wow, I feel like it was.
I worked for Tito before. Yeah, I worked for Tito before I went to work at the pocket. And then I told him, hey, I'm gonna be a manager of a club. And he said, you sure? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go do this. I can do it. I was like, okay. He said, okay. But anyway, when I went there that night and he saw something was wrong with me, he said, what's wrong? And so I was trying to tell him, but I kept crying. So he said, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. And he did. And I told him what was going on, what happened. And he says, no problem, I got you. Yeah. And he did. He, no matter how we disagree on certain things, he had me. He I don't want to use the word take care of me because somebody will take that the wrong way, but he helped me.
Yeah, that's interesting part. He made sure you were good. He made sure.
I learned, and he wanted me to be humble, like picking up. People always see me picking up glasses in the club because he told me that you got to learn to be humble, and do that. And so anyway, to end that segment about him, I miss him like crazy. But that's the other thing that I am doing. I'm working on a nonprofit that will keep his legacy alive. Tito loved live music. He gave so many live musicians opportunities, you know. And then he gave a lot of money to TSU and higher education. So I'm combining those together, and I'm going to create a nonprofit to where I can raise money by having this huge gala every year in his name, and give scholarships to students who plan to major in music and attend TSU.
That's amazing. Mm-hmm. So I know that you're doing that, and I want you to know, referring back to you said something that stuck with me, and I don't want to lose it. You said that your regret is that y'all weren't on speaking terms, but that y'all had that amazing relationship. I'm sure he knew, even to his last day, he knew that you had his back and you had his back. So I want you to let that regret go and push forward with the goal of keeping his legacy alive. That's what should matter.
Definitely. His wife did say that to me, Sabina. I love her to death. She's a strong woman. She did tell me that Trina, he knew he loved you and he knew you loved him. And he always talked about what a great mother you were and what a great person you were. So that helped me a lot. So.
Even you used to tell me the things that went on, I'm like, I know he's tough love, because sometimes you a little spicy, so it's okay.
Yeah. So, no. Look, I learned that spiciness from him, but no. No, but yeah. We had it's funny that we did not have these arguments until, and he did open up the Red Rooster North. That was something that I want, and that was I didn't say that at first, but when I went to tell him what happened, that's what he said. If you find a club on the north side, we're gonna open it up. That's and he good. Did. It took a long time, and he did eventually. And so we had the Red Rooster North. Unfortunately, like I mentioned to you, if you're not the owner and you're not running shit, excuse my French, you can't make it successful. So the Red Rooster North is closed because I was not in a position to make the decisions that needed to be made.
And that's why we need a Trina club and bar and grill or whatever you want.
Le Bon's.
Okay. We're not gonna work on. We're not gonna do none of that, because at the end of the day, with all of the experience and your passion, that will lead to success. None of that other stuff matters. Yeah. So I just want to put that out there. We're going to talk about COVID-19 and vaccinations. How do you feel about people getting vaccinated, and did you hear about what's going on in New York and what they're going to start requiring? I don't know if you heard about that. So what do you think about that?
I'm very excited about that. I will tell you that someone posted something, I think it was at me just a little while ago, saying that what did they say? Oh my God. Quit being on us about not getting our vaccines. And I see certain people out Tuesday through Thursday without their mask and stuff. So you know, I was positive though. I was positive.
But we're not going to respond to that at all.
Well, the reason I'm going to tell you, it was not a response to that, I will say, to a certain extent. So let me just, so you can understand what I want everybody to know in regards to the vaccine. Several of us were out. Oh, yeah, several of us were out, have been out. But because we were told by the CDC,
that's right,
that if you were vaccinated, you take your mask off. That's what I'm talking about. Because I was a fierce mask wearer. I had every color mask. You know, I was trying to coordinate with my mask.
Yes.
So I was with the mask. Matter of fact, I was disappointed because some of my masks I didn't even get to wear yet. So, but anyway.
Oh my God.
Sure. So what I responded back to everybody was saying that, guys, we were wearing our mask. Let me speak for Trina. I was wearing my mask. Up until, matter of fact, I was getting bullied because I was telling people to wear their mask.
Right. You were.
I was definitely getting bullied. I was bullied by family because I didn't want to go to certain things without my mask, or I knew people were going to be there without being masked. So it was horrible. But Once the CDC said we could take off our mask, of course I was going to take off my mask and take advantage of this opportunity, because I went and stood in line for several hours to get my vaccination. Now, what has happened is, because the person said, I don't remember what the person said, but about everybody getting COVID, whatever. What happened was, when they said people who are vaccinated can take their mask off, the other folks that didn't get vaccinated, they took theirs off too. Y'all ain't supposed to have y'all mask off. So what the man in New York is doing, mayor, was it the mayor or the governor?
It was the mayor, I believe.
Okay, so I am extremely excited about that. Now, you know, we ain't gonna get that because we got Abbott for governor.
Oh, no.
So they ain't gonna have, but I think, yes, absolutely. It should be, we should have to show that we have been vaccinated to get into bars, restaurants, anything, the movies, because we shouldn't be punished, because we did what we were supposed to do. We did what we were asked to do. Mm-hmm. So we're being punished. We've got to put back our mask.
Yep.
And be careful about going places, social distance, because everyone did not get their vaccine. The other thing about that is, and I have to say this, people talk about, and the way I'm making this more positive is, I understand that everyone may have a valid reason, a valid question, valid concerns. I get that.
Yeah.
But that's just an excuse if you're not taking action to find out.
Right.
Research. Contact your healthcare providers. Contact the CDC. Do what you need to do to find out what we've had pandemics before, and the solution to the pandemics were vaccines.
That's right.
That's how smallpox we got rid of smallpox.
That's right.
Pops. That's the only thing I say. Don't be looking at us crazy and be talking about us because we've been out with no mask, because it wasn't us. It was you guys who are not vaccinated, who are still spreading the virus, which allows the virus to grow and spread and split up and make more viruses, which now we're getting the virus. And the vaccine did not say the vaccine was going to make us 100% that we would not get it. It would be that we would not be hospitalized. We would not die. Okay. My friend died from the virus. Mm-hmm.
It's a layer of protection. Some layer of protection. Because I had someone asked me over the weekend, because, you know, for my winery trip, I was very adamant. You either provide a test or a negative test, or you provide your vaccination card. And I had someone, you know, well, if I'm vaccinated, can't I still? No, it's a layer of protection. Like, some people are just I feel like people are just purposely being rebellious. Just to say that.
I always talk about.
Like, I mean, if you're not going to take the vaccine, that's fine. I'm not going to argue with anybody about what they believe. But what I feel like is, if you're not going to have the vaccine, wear your mask. It's one or the other.
Yeah, somebody had the nerve to tell me if we need to stay at home. Well, why I gotta stay at home when I went out and did what the people told me to do?
Okay, seriously.
I did what I'm supposed to do. The question I want to end this with is, if not the vaccine, then what?
Right. That's what I want to know.
I'm not trying to be smarty pants.
This is our new norm, unfortunately. I don't see this going away, and we have to learn to deal with it. I'm sorry. And the way to deal with it is by everybody being vaccinated. And again, I'm not telling anybody they have to be vaccinated. But what I am saying is, if you want to be around me.
My favorite show is The View. And they mentioned today that, I think it was Whoopi, that said, you guys are talking about your civil liberties and your civil rights, but have you thought about mine?
Mm-hmm.
I have the right to live.
That's right.
Children have just got into adulthood. They need to be enjoying their life. They shouldn't have to walk around with a mask because you won't do your part.
Right.
You know, when I say do your part, again, like Brittany said, I'm not saying go get the vaccine, which you should. I ain't taking However, if you don't, wear your doggone mask. I don't want to hear about you can't breathe, because if you can't breathe, stay home.
That's it. And this is the mic.
There you go.
Drop the mic. Drop the mic.
Drop the mic, yes.
A lot of people may know this, a lot of people may not. I met you through working at Lone Star, and Honestly, I've never, no shade. My mom say I say that a lot when I'm being shady, but I'm not shady. I never would have thought that I would have a friend that is in your age group. Like, you're one of the people that I value. Like the other day about the job situation, I was like, oh, I gotta call my mom and I gotta call Trina. So I truly value your opinion, and I truly am grateful that I met you at Lone Star. But for the people that don't know about your history at Lone Star, do you feel okay to talk about that? Like, what
Yeah,
did you do
girl,
at
yeah.
Lone Star?
Yeah.
So
It
yeah.
was another, it's not a regret, it's another disappointment in my life because I thought I'd retire from there. But I started there in 2000. And the boss, I used to work for Harris County Hospital District at LBJ Hospital. And my boss, I started having children. I'm saying like started having children, like I had a whole bunch. I only had two. When I had my second one, my boss at the time told me that I needed to go back to school. That was one, and she stayed on me. And then two, she said, you need to go work in education. You need to go work in education because you'll be able to be off with your kids. You'll be able to spend that time with your kids, and you'll be able to go to school, all that. And her name was Aldona Hooks. I remember. And I did that, but I went and worked at Aldine for like a year or two. But when I found out at Aldine that I was only getting paid for the days I work, meaning you didn't get paid for holidays. You get no.
Yeah.
I need to do something else. So I went and applied at Lone Star. And
What campus at?
the first campus I at was the Carver Center. My favorite campus. Those were my favorite days. That's when Lone Star and higher education was just actually it was called North Harris Community College District back then.
Yes.
And a wonderful place to be. It was a wonderful place to work. It was I loved my job back then. Like I was in my community, which is why it's so sad that when I tried to work for the new college, what is it called?
Houston North,
that I could not get a job to save my life with that particular college. And it's in the communities that I grew up in and my kids grew up in, Acres Homes and Greenspoint. And I could not get a job to save my life. Yeah. So that was sickening. Because I'm in HISD now, which is great, but and it's great, but I know nothing. And kids, a little girl told me, I called her to ask her for her address for something. And I don't know what happened, but she emailed me and told me, Miss, did you report me that I'm out of district? I said, girl, I don't know where nothing is in HISD. So I didn't report you because I didn't know you wasn't in district. Point being, Aldine, I know Aldine district. I love my Aldine school district. So I want to continue to serve that community. And it's sad that I'm going to just call it like I see it. We have these aliens that came in and didn't want someone who would be great at that job, and I hate to, and when I say aliens, I'm not saying it in a negative way. I'm saying they're people that aren't even from the community. Why not? Right. I've been there 20 years and you know what I can do and you know what I provided. I planned a whole entire fall festival for that community so the children could have a safe place for Halloween every year. And it grew from 500 people to 1,500 people within maybe 5 years. And it was something I had a wonderful boss at the time, Leslie. And when I told her I wanted to do that, she was like, go for it. I'll give you all the support and resources you need. And she did. And that was the biggest thing in Acres Homes at the time for the kids to do on Halloween. And it was really fun. But I'm saying that to say, not even bragging on what I'm doing per se, but it was for the community,
That's right.
So, I still support Lone Star. I still plan to go there to teach. I want to teach classes there since I couldn't get the professional job there. I could go teach. Hopefully at one of the Houston North schools. But I mean, if not,
Do you think that maybe, because I'm a firm believer that sometimes God makes us uncomfortable to push us really be. So do you think that maybe that was God's way of telling you that Lone Star probably isn't where you need to be pursuing your ultimate dreams? Because I know you want to still serve the community, but do you have to do that at Lone Star? Can you do that somewhere else?
I can, and I will if that's where I'm sent. So yes, I do believe you that when you're made to be uncomfortable, you know, when they say he stir it up so you can move around, I do believe that. But I can't serve if I go somewhere else. No, I wouldn't be able to serve the community of Aldine or Spring or Klein. I would, you know, saying Jack is in a different community, but definitely I would. No matter what, I'm going to get in somebody's classroom, community college classroom.
As you should.
Absolutely. If Lone Star is not the one, I definitely have no problem with moving around. So I'll be applying everywhere for.
As you should. Don't limit yourself. How's your classes going? How many classes you have left?
2 more classes left. I decided to take them in the summer.
When are you going to be done?
December.
All right.
I would have been done in August this month, but I decided not to take classes in the summer because I knew I had all this stuff going on. No, but in all seriousness, I have 2 more classes left. I'm super excited. And I'm about to make this happen and start trying to get into this classroom so that I can serve the students the way that I want to serve the students.
That's good. You're still doing what you want to do.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that's all that matters. So that's good. Speaking of school, I want to talk about your daughters.
Oh yeah. You know,
Kayla, because I was pretty shocked that she made that move, and I'm really excited for her. So can you tell us about the school that she was going to go to and the school she's going to now and her decision behind all of that? And then we can also talk about Jasmine too.
What? Oh, Kayla is wonderful. Kayla is awesome. It's harder for me with Kayla because Kayla's kind of been with me for a long time because when Jasmine went off to school, it was me and Kayla. Then Jasmine went to work, and then Kayla went to college for 3.5 years, and she came back, and Jasmine gone. So it was still me and Kayla rolling, you know. And then so we've been together since she's been home from college. So she's been with me the longest. And then she's my baby. And so it's been really hard for me. You know, Jasmine always been Kayla grown, but Jasmine a different kind of grown. But anyway, Kayla was going, she decided to go to law school. So she's been home working for a law firm while she studied for her LSATs. And she had a certain score she wanted to make. People were questioning, well, why is she taking it so many times? Well, not taking it so many times. Why is she studying? Why is it taking her so long? She had a plan, and she worked her plan. Like she wanted to work. Got everything ready to go to Notre Dame. Everything was good. Girl, we all had our T-shirts.
I saw.
Everybody had a T-shirt. And we had a little party, and the party was Sunday. That Wednesday, which was a week before we were supposed to leave, she came home and said, UT contacted me today. I was like, what? And so that's why I say God has the last word, always has the last say.
Okay, that's awesome. What about Jasmine? What is she up to? Jasmine
left Apple. She was living in Austin, working for Apple as an HR coordinator. But you know how it goes when you go to these jobs and they ain't trying to promote you, and you just sitting there wanting to be promoted, doing good things. And so she was like, look, I got to go. And so she now works for a company that's based in Canada, but also she just embarked on a new endeavor. Ebony and Maine Beauty Supply. It's an online beauty supply for Black hair, and it's doing good. She's made her what do you call it? Her investment. She's made that back. Things are a little slow right now. So y'all make sure y'all go to ebonyandmaine.com and order your scarf or something. So we keep her she's young Black female in business, and she thanks Brittani so much for making that her first vendor event. And it's so crazy. She thinks that she can't public speak, and she did a phenomenal job.
She did.
Because she's naturally funny.
Exactly.
She's matter of fact, I had her speak to my students about their middle schoolers and how to.
So what are your birthday plans? What are you plan? You still haven't told me, and I told you.
Send you gotta, because you know you got a busy schedule.
What are your plans?
So many. I'm trying not to think about COVID. I'm trying to pretend like COVID is not going to show up until September the 1st.
Right. That's what we're going to
do in August. You know, last year I did everything virtual.
I remember.
To kick off Sunday, this past Sunday, I went to Prospect Park, and it was Zydeco with some good friends. It was great. But the 22nd of August, the 13th of August, I am going to see Babyface and Kim.
I know.
Music soul child too, him too. But I'm going to see Kim. so,
That's nice. That's next week.
Yes, and I'm excited because I think I mentioned to you I don't do women, but I'm trying to do things differently. So this is a women's group that a friend of mine started, so I'm going with them. So it's gonna be fun. Then on the 22nd is I'm having a birthday party at Chicago Bar and Grill. I actually do their social media now, which is super exciting. It's gonna be Chicago Bar and Grill, and there's a live band, hard to find.
Okay.
That. And then on the 27th, which is my actual, well, that 22nd is a Sunday, but the 27th is a Friday, which is my actual birthday. I will be 52 years young, and I will be at Scott Gertner's Rhythm Room. Again, that's live music. It's a really nice place that I love to go to. Great food.
You're turning a new year. It's a new year. Should be a new leaf that you're turning over. You created a vision board. Are you following that vision board?
Girl, I done knocked off everything on that bullet vision board except everything. It's really serious. The only one was the bedroom candy. That's why I have to do I've had to create some new goals, but because I pretty much knocked everything out, including the new car, the cutting the sugar, cutting the carbs.
What about the soda?
The soda, I've done much better. Now I ain't gonna lie, this last week with the stress of my kid rolling around, I've done a little soda, but now there's, you know how many times I would have to go at UP to go get me a Mountain Dew?
I know.
Nothing like that anymore. I've gone a whole week without a Mountain Dew, and it doesn't bother me that bad.
But the stress that you were dealing with at the time contributed to that. So that honestly might be. Question, and then I'm gonna have my ending question.
Okay.
This one is a little fun. What's going on in your love life?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Oh, man, dang.
Nothing. Don't nobody want me, girl. Don't nobody want me.
No, don't say that. I just think that you have standards that they're not willing to meet, and you should not lower them just so you can have somebody. I'd rather be alone than deal with some foolishness.
This girl, beautiful girl, her name is Erica. And Erica has a husband when she was getting married, and he's just so wonderful and nice. You see this nice stuff we do. All of us were on that saying, well, do we have an uncle or a daddy?
Yeah. For real.
So many games out here. Everybody trying to play games, and nobody have time for that. And that little thing that they do now with I want to be with you, but I want a relationship.
Oh no, see, time for that. I gotta ignore you to pretend like I don't see you, and I pretend like I don't hear you.
To do that, like, why?
Trina, maybe you should host a show about that.
One of these days I am.
We gotta talk. We gotta have
the problem of getting people to do it. But you know, your group of friends, Cecilia, is it Cecilia? I think she would be great, and you and my friends ain't gonna do that. Well, the people I know, they ain't gonna do that. I can barely get them to come over and talk about anything personal.
I can rally up some people. We need to get to the nitty gritty. We need to understand these men, because I don't understand them.
I wish we could do a male. Now that's an ultimate goal of mine too, to have a male female panel to do. Like I have at the end of the month, I am doing. A guy I used to do my Talk About It Tuesdays with. He done came back. He had went ghost somewhere. I don't know where he went, but he back. So
oh my God!
Because we've had some conversations about people going ghost on relationships. But me and him, we're platonic friends. But then with him and my sister-in-law, who's also super funny, we're gonna start doing Talk About It Tuesdays at the end of every month. And she wants to talk about men who I don't want to use the word promote, but they feel they've come up because they are dating someone out of that's not Black.
Right.
White women, and they think they have the come up, and then they give these things, they beat us down and talk about us negatively as the reason why they do that. No. I have nothing bad to say about a mixed marriage at all. That's not it. It's just a point that some Black men give reasons why they do it that put us down, and that's what she wants to discuss. So
yeah, sign me up for that. You don't have to bash the Black women to uplift your woman. Because if you have to bash us to uplift your woman, is your relationship really that secure? Okay, exactly. And a bad thing about it is we won't discuss the word narcissist today. We won't discuss that. But what I will say is
There are a lot of men who are just intimidated by someone who who will stand up to them.
That's right.
Someone who is smart as them, someone who is doing as much as them, and just won't take the BS from
and
them.
doesn't really need them. We don't need you outside of what we already take care of in our daily lives.
You just extra.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's
yeah, I definitely feel that way. And it's sad that they make you feel that it's you done something. And I've been victim of that many, many times, even recently. But when I go and sit down and think about who I am and fix my crown back, realize I'm the daughter of Joanne, Ron, and God.
I know that's right.
I say, okay, just go sit on your couch, just go lay on your couch and just watch TV. You don't have to worry about no drama if you laying on your couch watching TV. But in all seriousness, no, I am here and I'm just decided that I'm just chilling.
Yeah. Well, we can definitely have another chat with Trina where we discuss me. And I don't want to, even though you have checked everything off of your vision board, because I had 5 goals this year, I have 2 left. So now I'm already thinking ahead to what my next goals are. What is some things that you want to do? And it could be short term, long term, something that you want to complete before the end of the year.
Brittany, because I had it on my phone already. I'm learning how to use my phone too, trying to keep my calendar on my phone. Now that I'm getting older, I used to remember when everybody's event was. I can't remember nothing at 52.
31. It's okay.
Yeah, thank you for making me feel good. So one thing is I've been procrastinating about, because I told you I'm trying to get into this classroom and I've been procrastinating. I put some things on the back burner, like writing my teaching philosophy, so that because I can't get a job teaching if I don't have a teaching philosophy. But getting back to the concerts, the show, there is a big show that I want to give. I want to give, there's usually a jazz festival. They have Zydeco festivals. I want to give an R&B festival.
Oh, yes.
That was supposed to be happening in next spring, summer, something like that. I'm gonna still go ahead and plan it, and I'm just gonna hope and pray that but like I'm not gonna give out no deposits and all that stuff right now because I don't know what's gonna happen with the world.
Right. I think you still do the background planning.
Right. I'm gonna do the background planning. And it's funny, how we talk about when I say that everything that I've done when I was trying to get a club, people say, oh, I will do this for you. I can do that. Well, I last week asked someone to meet me because I wanted to talk to them about partnering with me with this, and that person didn't show up. And I said, you know what? I see you, Lord. You telling me you need to move on by yourself.
That's right.
I've decided to do that, and I'll just have a committee like I used to do in the past for things. Of course, the event with Tito, finishing up school, just big thing. I just got to start, and then my vendor event, and the showcase that I mentioned to you that I hadn't mentioned it out loud today, but it's a vendor showcase, but it'll be for musicians to where anyone in entertainment would get them a vendor table. And like, if you're a promoter, you have your vendor table. Hey, this is what I do. If you're a singer, you can have a vendor booth, or you can actually perform and let people come in and see you. And then I'll have people who will critique you on your music and what you're doing and give you some help. If you're a club owner, you can come and have your booth for hiring people or whatever. It would be a total showcase vendor. It would be a huge deal. But that's the other thing. So it's some big stuff I want to do, but unfortunately, I'm gonna get it all put together. I have the locations already. It's just got to figure out how we're gonna do it in the COVID.
Yeah. Well, you got a lot going on. So I pray that it all goes well for you. And I know it will because you're very determined. And I know everything may not happen when you want it to, but me knowing you, I think I've known you maybe 3 years, maybe almost 3 years.
I want to make sure that I say something that because I said something negative and I want to make sure that I fix that. I don't want to fix it because that's how I feel. In regards to Lone Star has provided me an awesome life and career. So I owe that to Lone Star. So my responses about Lone Star is not about Lone Star as a whole.
Right.
It's about Lone Star. There are certain people or things at Lone Star that that aren't fair, that weren't fair. For someone who loved the college like I did and who was very faithful and loyal to that college for 20 years. It's very hurtful that you're not there and you plan to retire from there. So I just want to make sure that I say that I'm clear that it's not about Lone Star as a whole. It's a great school. I still tell kids, go to Lone Star, go to Lone Star. And so
I think you did. I think based on your response, you didn't bash Lone Star because you said what stuck to me is that you said when aliens come outside and try to change things. So that is clear that is not geared towards Lone Star. So nobody should take what you said personal. So I don't. I'm grateful that you worked at Lone Star because I wouldn't have been able to meet.
I've met a lot of awesome friends, and especially you. I think you're probably.
Well, where's your drink? We got. I already.
Yes. Let me just tell y'all too. My favorite Moscato is cupcakes. See, clubs don't. You know what the improv does, but cupcake Moscato. So if y'all want to know what I want, can I tell my wish list right quick for my birthday?
Yes.
I normally don't do this, but I decided that I have no shame anymore.
That's right.
I do want gifts. I will take money, but my favorite thing are gift cards, food gift cards. Do not purchase me a Starbucks gift card. I do not like Starbucks. Overrated to me. Don't like Starbucks. People always give me a Starbucks card. One of my bosses, she buys me a Starbucks card and I just give it to Jasmine. But cupcake Moscato. I love tulips. Let's see what else. Food gift card. Yes.
That's so easy. I got that covered.
Mia Bella is
your favorite. That's what we always go to eat.
And Texas Roadhouse. And I mean, if y'all want to get fancy, I take what's the Perry's? Give me if you want to be fancy. I love a steak.
Well, cheers to your birthday. Yes. I'm ready to celebrate you. This was so fun. I was nervous, but cheers. I'm going to clink to the camera.
Why you're nervous. You're always so awesome.
Awesome. Very nice, Trina. Thank you for having me. Nyla. I told you she does not come out of that room.
Request to have her help me sing happy birthday to me.
Come on, Nyla. Come sing happy birthday, baby. You know her birthday is in exactly a week.
I know. She's going to be 9. I can't believe it.
So she just got out of the shower. You want to sing happy birthday? Let's sing. Okay. Ready, set, go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Miss Trina. You just happy birthday to me. Thank you, Nyla. I'm gonna come to your birthday party.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
I'm excited. I can't believe you're 9.
She's acting shy. She hiding behind me.
Not shy at all. This one here will stand up at your events and do her thing.
That's right. That's my little assistant. Okay, you can go back. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Love you too. She's so sweet. I love her. I'm the best daughter in the world.
Well, Brittany, I want to thank you again because I want to say this before you go that I definitely want you to put in your schedule sometime soon that I get to interview you again. We were supposed to do this a while back, but you've been trying to buy a house, girl, and you done bought your house. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we will definitely have to get a date in September, October. Hopefully things will be settled down with you. I mean, you know what?
Go ahead and tell me for September now.
Yes. Well, I didn't say that, but I am doing a month for young Black entrepreneurs. And so I think that's going to be October. So you would go on that. I just thought about it. Okay.
So again, I am Brittani Alix of The Makings of B. Just a quick introduction. I am the event curator, a brand strategist. I am an educator. I'm a mom. I like to call myself Jane of all trades. And today I interviewed Trina, and I hope that you all enjoyed it. I had an amazing time chatting with you. I did learn some little things about you that I didn't know already, so that was cool. I will be sharing this on my social media platforms. So everybody, please check my website out, themakingsofv.com, and check out Trina, of course, on YouTube at Chat with Trina. With that being said, this was amazing.
Let's talk one more time so I can have another sip. All right. Well, thank you guys so much, Brittani. It was awesome. See you later.
Thank you again, Miss Brittani. This was so much fun. Thank you for flipping the script for Chat with Trina's Favorite People Month. And guys, don't forget to check out The Makings of B with Miss Brittani Alix. She is on all of the social media platforms. And guys, remember to go to youtube.com/chatwithtrina, subscribe, and then hit the bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video.